The questions we ask about the universe are often based on a flawed understanding of the nature of time. For example, we often ask, what is happening somewhere else in the universe right now, at this moment in time? This question falsely assumes that there is a universal moment called now that all observers can agree on. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, different observers will disagree on whether or not two events happened at the same time, and no observer is more correct than any other. This is not merely an illusion due to the fact that it takes time for the light from an event to reach our eyes. Even after the time necessary for light to travel is taken into account, different observers will still disagree about whether or not two different events happened at the same time. Suppose there are 3 spaceships moving together at the same constant speed. From Adam's perspective, the clocks on all 3 spaceships are reading the exact same time. From Sarah's perspective, the clock on the left spaceship will be ahead of the clock on the right spaceship. Sarah sees all 3 spaceships moving at the same speed. Therefore, from her perspective, the clock on the left spaceship is running at the same rate as the clock on the right spaceship. But from Sarah's perspective, the clock on the left spaceship is always ahead of the clock on the right spaceship by the exact same constant amount. Events that happen at the same time from Adam's perspective happen at different times from Sarah's perspective. And events that happen at the same time from Sarah's perspective happen at different times from Adam's perspective. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, both points of view are equally valid. The only events that Adam and Sarah can agree on are the events that happened both in the same time and at the same place. For example, Adam and Sarah will agree on what the clock on a spaceship is reading when the spaceship receives a light signal, because both the clock and the light signal meet at the same moment in time and space. If two events happened at both the same time and place, then everyone will agree that the two events happened together. But there will be no agreement about events that happened at different locations. The greater the difference in the distance between the two events, the greater the disagreement about the time between the two events. There is no universal observer that can tell us what is happening at the moment that we call now, because there is no universal moment called now. No person's perspective on this is more correct than any other's. Much more detailed information about Einstein's theory of relativity and the flow of time are available on the other videos on this channel, and more videos will be coming soon.